All right, everybody. So I'm gonna do one more video before I take off because this to me and I'm sure every one of you is just incredible. On the verge of Spirit Halloween flagship grand opening, some stores, especially this one, has just unleashed something that is going to be like not only the animatronic of the year, but probably of the decade, because we all know, I mean, anybody that's a Freddy fan and that's collected the Funko Pops and you know, watched YouTube stuff of it and played the games, you know that there's a whole bunch more that they're gonna make after this. And I mean, Spirit better have made enough Freddy's for not only for flagship but for the season, because everybody wants one, you know, and it's the one, not only the one to get, but it's the one that's the most meaningful. So let's just one more time share this moment. All of us haunters, everybody out there, all of those subscribers of Monster Core, and even those who haven't, anyone that wants to use this video and share it and do what you gotta do with it, enjoy. Let's go. Here we go. There you go. Beautiful moon. It's, you know, it's freaking actually a full moon tonight. It is legit. What's it called? The buck moon? It's a special name of the moon. I forget the name of the moon. Just relish the moment of here, because there's a reason why there's a full moon out right now. All right, here we go. Let's walk to the store once again together. Remember, this is where it all started. It was before the sign was up. I would come here, drop Jax off. You know, sometimes Jonathan and Tabby with me, sometimes not. Sometimes I'd be by myself. And I don't know, I mean, we've been coming here for years since we've been into this haunting thing and setting up a haunt at our house. And this has been the go-to store. And this store has pretty much just set the bar for the rest of the season. So whoever set this store up in Old Bridge, New Jersey, this is the one. This is where the fire started, and now the fire burns, because there you go. Like when you watch the movie, because I'm sure almost everybody saw the movie, the first one, when you first saw all the animatronics on stage, right? It was like a moment. It was a moment. I was there with, I was there. We didn't have the best seats either. We had to sit in the freaking front, but we didn't want to miss out on that weekend. We didn't want to see the, YouTube and all this other stuff. I gotta go lower. Hold on a second. Hold on, everybody, hold on. But this is legit. This is an AI. This is not a manager's meeting. This is not, whenever you've seen the videos of Freddy, you've seen like the eyes glitching and stuff and like blinking. That doesn't look right. All right, guys, here you go. I'm like kneeling in bird crap right now. Could you look at this. Look how I'm doing this. There's like bird crap over here. Okay, I'm gonna go home and take a shot. I left my coffee there because I was so like in awe of this whole moment. If you like seen the other videos I made, like some shorts, like my hands are shaking because I can't like process this whole thing. Imagine the door was open. Should I go in? Yeah, right. I wouldn't even have the nerve to go in right now. I would be like, Jack himself would come out and be like, dude, what are you doing? You gotta rein it. All right, let me try to get you a perfect shot of the dude. I mean, you can see in front of him is the first the two in front of him are like his fans, the Doomsday Duo, which have really nothing to do with Freddy. But it's okay. It's all good. He's got his own fans. Doomsday Duo. I'm just trying to get you the perfect shot without my hand shaking, which I'm doing pretty good right now. So now you see like there's like a spotlight on him, right? Which is awesome. Great effect. There you go. Man, he is. Imagine he was on right now. Like they left him on. He was like moving. You could see like he's furry. That's one thing I'm noticing. I have my glasses on too, but I'm looking in without my glasses, because my glasses I think for near. So when I'm looking at the camera on the phone, it shows him, as you can see him. He's like just massive, right? He looks like he's like Doomsday Duo, the girl, I guess it is. Looks like it's the same size as him, but there's no comparison. Like he is just, I think that he's like lower. I would say definitely he's lower than them. I don't know what the exact size of him is. I'm sure some of you might know. Anyway, for our haunt, I'll keep it on Freddy for a few, and then we'll scan around at everybody else that's here, because there's really a whole plethora. That's a big word, right? I was watching Cody Rhodes yesterday on wrestling. He likes to use big words. There's a plethora of animatronics set up right now, and the last time we came here, I don't remember seeing Michael Myers, because he's right there. See him right there, right? And then the first guy we saw was actually Pumpkin Punisher, who I called Pumpkin Prowler in the beginning. And then down there you got Buzz, who is behind that little brush right there on the left, right? And then on the right side you got the Harvey Carvey, who's probably the worst animatronic they've ever made. I mean, if they gave him to me, I probably wouldn't even set him up. And then you got Trash Bandit, who's pretty cool. I like Trash Bandit. Doomsday Duo, I don't know what you do with them. You would need to like have some kind of like apocalypse theme. I guess zombies, right? That would work. Not knocking them though. I like the theme. I did like the Party City. What was it called? What was it? Flamethrower Zombie? God, what the heck was this guy's name? But it was so terribly made, and it broke right away. We actually had two of them. Anyway, I'm not trying to take away from Freddy or not, but he is just. I mean, I'm gonna zoom into his head so you can see him even closer. Like, this is like real. I think, God, I feel like his mouth opens. Like when he laughs, when he goes, right? I think his mouth would open. And his eyes supposedly move left and right? I mean, we've seen videos, but I don't know if that's exactly what he does. You know, I mean, his arms wiggle, right? That's what they show. But there's no legit Spirit Halloween video that shows what he does. So we're still kind of like waiting to see the actual movement of Freddy, right? So while I'm watching this and I'm just showing you Freddy, I just want to say what's up to all of you. Number one, all the subscribers out there, the newer collaborators, new friends that we're coming in contact with. Vince from Canada, who's been showing me some really cool clips here and there, but I can't really use them because of all these YouTube policies. But Vince is doing some major stuff for us, man, and there's a very big possibility at flagship Spirit Halloween that something incredible is going to happen, and he is going to be one of the reasons why. So let's see if that happens, and then it'll be another moment, a moment for all of us, not just for Monster Core, even for Vince and his channel that's growing. And you got Holiday Central, who is one of our early subscribers, going back to when we first hit the 1,000 mark. He was number 1,000, and then when we pushed again, and whatever, then all of a sudden, like we went past 2,000 and it went to 3,000. He was a 3,000 subscriber, Holiday Central. So he's definitely one of our collaborators from now on. Chris Bloody Townhouse, who is part of our Staten Island haunted houses list. He's also one of our friends. He comes and helps and sets up and stuff like that. So what's up, Chris? Yeah, Haunted Hill Harvester too, man. Of course, we're gonna do some videos together, and he's gonna collab with us after flagship, after we finally connect, meet his family, meet his mom and dad probably, and this way they could say, yeah, you could put him on your videos and you can collab and you could text them and stuff like that, and this way you could work together and all that nonsense. Not nonsense, but good stuff. And then eventually Jonathan's gonna start doing his thing. Gotta get Jonathan out of his shell, man. He's like, when I showed him this, he didn't even respond. That's how he's almost probably like in shock, honestly, because Jonathan really, like, he takes this so serious, and this is something also that I'm just gonna tell you guys. we only have 3 tickets to get into Spirit's Halloween flagship, right? Jonathan, you know, we've went to some like capacity events in our lifetime. We went to monster truck shows, tens of thousands of people, you know, monster trucks, you know, screaming loud. You know, you couldn't even imagine the sound, right, of this, right? So we've been to so much, right? And he's like, he doesn't want to be bald. Not that he was going to be bald, but he's like not someone that is like me. You know, I'm obviously very, you know, outgoing and outspoken, and you know, I'm in your face. But Jonathan is still, you know, he's meek and he's introvert, and he's, you know, he's not the opposite of me, but he's different than me, right? He's less, right? But he's still coming to his own. But he is the one that knows everything about animatronics, knows the companies, knows everything about Five Nights at Freddy, because he was playing it when he was probably 4 years old, you know, looking on YouTube and doing the jump scares, and, you know, all his cousins and his sister Tabitha, you know, my daughter Tabitha, they would all watch Five Nights at Freddy's, and they would, you know, watch the jump scares. It would be like nuts. I'm over here like talking and just letting you see Freddy. But I think you guys don't care, right? You're just like amazed like I am. Like just looking at a light going on him. If I go lower, I could probably see a little bit more of the stage. So let me go lower. Check this out. A little better, different view here. Because we've been seeing that camper sign for like forever now, right? So I'm gonna go lower, and you can see the sign of the stage. Check this out. This is a better shot here. Look at that. Hold on. Wait. Where'd he go? Okay, so now you just see his head, but you see the other sign, right? So what's that? That says, what does it say? Freddy's what? It says Five Nights at Freddy's.